Hi my little samurais, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be reviewing the new Gucci Natural Finish Foundation. This foundation is $68 at Sephora and it comes in 40 different shade variations. The packaging itself is very luxurious. It does come in a frosted glass bottle. It has the gold Gucci writing on the front as well as on the cap. I use shade 110C, which is a very fair shade. I believe it's the lightest one that they have. I am very, very fair. Overall, this foundation is a dream. It's very, very, very beautiful on the skin. It sits really nicely. It's not too heavy or cakey, but it is very blendable as well. I highly recommend this foundation. This foundation definitely isn't an everyday foundation that you would want to use, just because of the price point is a little more expensive than, say, ColourPop or Juvia's Place or MAC, whatever it may be, but I highly recommend this foundation. I also want to hear from you guys if there's any makeup products that you would like to see on my channel or like to see me review and test out for you. Please make sure you comment below. Also, before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that way you're notified when new content is uploaded. I hope you all have a wonderful day, stay safe, and make good choices. To start today's look, we're going to go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Face Primer. Next, for foundation, we're taking the new Gucci Natural Finish Fluid Foundation with our Damp Beauty Blender. So with the application, obviously make sure you shake this up really well, just to make sure that you're distributing the product evenly throughout the bottle so it's got a good mixture. Overall, the foundation itself, it does apply really nicely. It does have a very light floral fragrance. It's not too overpowering, but it does have a little bit of fragrance, so if you're turned off by that, then obviously you stay away from it, but so far so good. So we're going to continue with the rest of our face and we'll see how the finished product looks. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my First Love Concealer Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 12S Fair. And now we're trying to take our Damp Beauty Blender and blend that out. Okay, to set our face, we're going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Translucent Setting Powder in our Damp Beauty Blender. Alright, we're going to let that set for just a second and we'll be right back. Now that we've let the translucent setting powder sit for a minute or two, I'm going to go back in with my JH01 fluffy brush to dust off the excess. For bronzer, we're going to take the Milani Silk Matte 02 Sun Kissed Bronzer with the JH07 tapered brush, just to bring in some color back to our face as well as contour our cheekbones. So now for blush, we're going to go in with the NARS Orgasm in the JH04 Fluffy Angled brush to apply that. For highlighter, we're going to go in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics shade Sarcophagus Skin Frost, and we're going to apply that with the Morphe Jeffree Star Fluffy Brush. Moving on into eyebrows, we're going to go in with the Morphe Micro Brow Brush in the shade Latte. So with my eyebrows, I don't go too crazy with them, only because I do have a relatively good natural eyebrow. I just more go in and fill in the color just so they're a little bit more evenly colored. Next, to do our eyes, we're going to go in with the P. Louise Makeup Academy base in Rumor 0.5, and we're going to be using the JH43 flat brush to apply this to our eyelids. For eyes today, we're going to be using the Ménage à Moi palette from ColourPop. To set our eyeshadow primer, we're going to be taking the shade Crave. And for this, I am just using a basic fluffy brush. I believe this is a Wet n Wild brush that I've had for quite some time. Next, to go into our crease and blend up towards our brow bone, we're going to be taking the shade Novel. And to apply this, we're going to be using the JS Jeffree Star Morphe Collab brush number 6. Next in the palette, we're going to be taking the shade Obsession, and we're going to use this to deepen up our crease. Now that we have that shade blended out into our crease, I'm going to take a Morphe M441 Fluffy Clean Brush just to blend out the two colors. Now in the palette, we're going to go in with the shade No Drama. We're going to apply this to our inner and outer corners, as well as just a little bit into the crease in the center, just because we're going to be creating a halo eye. And for this, I am using a JH35 fluffy brush. I'm just barely tapping it in just to pick up a little bit of product, and then lightly swirling that into the outer corner. You want to start with less product because you don't want to add too much all at once. You want to be able for it to be blendable and be able to blend it out. Going back in with that same clean fluffy brush, I'm going to go in and blend this out as well. Going back in with that shade Obsession, we're going to drag this out into our lower lash line. Taking that same fluffy brush that we used for No Drama, I'm going to use what's left on the brush just to add a little bit more color to our lower lash line. And if you have fallout from your eyeshadow, if you don't do your eyeshadow first, just take a fluffy brush and just dust it off. Just like that. Next, I'm taking a Luxie 246 Precision Crease Brush, and I'm taking the shade Thrillist, and I'm going to be applying this to the center of my eyelid to create the halo. And then I'll go back in with that fluffy brush just to blend out the edges. Alright, we're going to do eyeliner and lashes off camera, and we'll be right back. Alright, now that we have our eyes done, we're going to go in and do our lipstick. For lip liner, I'm using Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in the shade 01 Peachy Keen. And for lipstick, we're going to go in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Posh Spice. I am going to go back in with Jeffree Star's The Gloss in Shane Glossin to go over Posh Spice. Alright, to set it all in place, we're going to go back in with the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. And I'm trying to use my little paw print fan here just to dry it quickly. And this is the finished product.